In this video, we're going to take a look at something so horrific, so horrifying that it's actually kind of funny in a horrible way. And if it happened to you, you'd never be the same. Let's jump into it. A man tells court how he found out his date was transgender after she performed a certain act on him. What did she do? Take her scarf off and she had a massive Adam's apple? I don't think it's that. I think it's got something to do with the ladies. Can I say it yet on YouTube? Has it been 30 seconds? Cock! The ladies' cock! Listen, I'm very progressive, okay? I'm all about, trans people. They're real women with cocks. They're real women, and I absolutely think they should be respected and loved and cared for. But if you lie to someone or are not upfront about it, that is pretty horrific, okay? That is akin to sexual, well, it probably is. It probably is, SA. It is, right? Let me put it this way, because some people may disagree. This is very similar to going on a date with someone who you met on Tinder, right? And they say that they've got a full head of hair, and they get to the date and they take their hat off and they're bald. Somewhat like this. It's not very nice. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not like that at all. This involves having a cock near you, a hard dick, all right? And a hard dick's like, we're all surrounded by cocks all day. Me particularly. No, you are surrounded, like people have dicks everywhere, right? You walk down the street, lots of dicks, all right? You're on a bus, heaps of dicks. But when there's a hard cock in town, that's as confronting as a rooster at 3:30 in the morning, all right? That's just the same first thing that came to mind because it's a rude awakening, much like a hard cock. And let me just say this. I know a lot of people say that men are often the creeps, they're the disgusting ones. But ladies, you have so many opportunities to take advantage of men, okay? I see women do it all the time. You start dating a guy, you have a kid, a year later, they buy a house for you, and then you get a free house after you divorce them. It's fucking smart as, really, really good. But the thing is, if you dangle the carrot of puss in front of a man, we will do anything. We're dumb, okay? We will do anything for what is between a woman's legs. However, if it's a cock, we'll get upset about it. All jokes aside, let's have a look at what this trans person looks like, shall we? Holy fuck me! No, I'm not going to yell that out. Why would I use it? Let's have another take at that reaction to the photo. I'm going to have to do some acting here. That's fucking... My first reaction was, holy fuck me. That's okay. We're going to stick with that. Oh my God. Imagine turning up. Okay, this is the thing. This is what has to be understood for this entire video. Turn up at a date. You see Clara Watkins staring back at you. Even if you look at her there, how blue do your balls have to be to go, you know what? Wouldn't mind a blowy off fucking this beautiful person? That is absolutely fucking wild, mate. Wild. Now, this Clara Watkins, a transgender woman who lied to a man about being a biological female when she performed certain acts on him, has been jailed for 21 months. Hey, you know what? That sounds pretty fair. Because all jokes aside, this is assault. Lying to someone or not telling someone that you are a biological man when you perform sex acts on someone is akin to doing all other horrible things to them. And I know I've been making fun of this whole story up until this point, but this could fuck someone up for life. This is pretty fucking bad. Like, don't get me wrong. If you went to, say, Thailand and met a lady boy there who was pretty and looked like a lady, you could get a blowy and he pulls out his cock afterwards and you're like, who gives a shit, and have another drink. You're going to need so many antidepressants in your life. Your middle name should be fucking sertraline, all right? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be fucked up. Ghosts of war veterans who landed on the beaches of Normandy on D-Day back in 1944? Yeah, 1944. They're going to be looking at you going, mate, you've got real PTSD. What we went through is nothing. This is horrific. Clara Watkins' victim said he would not have consented to sexual activity if he had known she was a biological male. Now, this is a real fear for a lot of dudes now because being trans is gone up in popularity, not saying anything else. It's gone up in popularity. There's a lot more trans people out there. And with surgical interventions becoming a lot better over the last few years and people getting on hormones a lot earlier, sometimes it's hard to tell. I know I've been scrolling through Twitter and there's been a photo of a lady with large bosoms out, and then you scroll down just a little bit further and her cock's twice the size of yours. Yeah, I've seen ladies with 5-inch penises. That's crazy. So this all goes down to the idea that if you are not able to consent to the actual facts of the sexual relationship, then that is not okay. That is assault. And I absolutely agree with that. Watkin, 21. 21? Fucking hell. And from Thornbury, Stockton-on-Tees, England, sort out your names for places, Jesus. Claimed that the man would have realised her status, but jurors found her guilty of sexual assault. Claimed the man would have realised her status, that you have a willy, that you're a dude. Okay. Recorder Peter Makepeace, this sounds like a fucking novel, KC, said he was certain the victim fully believed from start to finish, that Watkin was a female due to her lies and deception. On the topic of lies and deception, your life will be full of lies and deception if you don't buy Better Man right now, on sale for Black Friday, 60% off from the link down below. Go to isaacbutterfield.com. Grab the book. I wrote it myself. It's very good. And if you don't like it, you can burn the pages for warmth. Go and grab it right now. Better Man in the bargain bin. 60% off. Oh, and free shipping. Watkin, who was born male, had used the name Kiara since childhood, but had not undergone any medical treatment or surgery. Didn't she have tits in one of the photos? That looks like surgery to me, but I don't know. Watkin and the victim were both 18 when they met on Snapchat. Oh, these filters are getting good. Where the defendant used a cartoon female character as a profile picture. Come on, dude. You know she's either fat or a dude, and both are equally bad. Before meeting in person and going on to have sexual contact, prosecutor Paul Reed said. Watkin, who was referred to in court by female pronouns, that seems a bit uncanny, but anyway, whatever, told the man she was on her period to stop him touching below her waist. Oh, no! Oh, no, I couldn't possibly do that. I'm on my period. Oh, you want me to put a towel down? Okay, there's the towel. What do you reckon, mate? Do you think the towel's absorbent enough? When Watkin later revealed she was a biological male, the man filed a complaint with police. He told officers that had he known the history of Watkin, he would not have met her, as he did not, quote, swing that way. Prosecutors said that the case revolved around the issue of informed consent. Absolutely. Okay. There's a lot of things that can happen in a sexual relationship that really need and deserve informed consent. Say someone has HIV and you don't tell them, or tell your sexual partner. That's not cool. That's the same sort of thing. In a statement read to the court, the man said that he was, quote, physically sick. I bet, bro. When Watkin revealed what she called her, quote, massive secret to him. He said he was shocked and upset about being deceived, adding that he felt ashamed and embarrassed, and he had been ridiculed online due to Watkin's actions and deception. Oh, how did they find out about that? The victim said he is a heterosexual male who would never think about sexual activity with a man and felt that he had part of his masculinity taken away. Yeah, you would feel bad. This part was absolutely crazy to me, okay? So Victoria Lambal, which I imagine is representing Watkins here, said that Watkins' offences were not an act of predatory or sadistic behaviour, but were driven by shame and a deep sense of discomfort within her own body rather than a malicious intent to deceive. Doesn't matter, mate. You can't do that to people. It's not about you, babe, okay? For once, it's not about you, right? I know you used to being on the internet with all your flags. This is not about you. Apparently, Watkin had been diagnosed with gender dysphoria earlier in her life and had identified as female since primary school. She was bullied and ridiculed on a daily basis for her presentation. Can't imagine why. During the trial, Watkin appeared flippant and disinterested and bored and had not shown a shred of remorse, understanding or common decency towards the victim, and even sought to blame the man. Yeah, sure. Blame the guy who had to deal with the mystery genitals, the surprise penis, if you will. So from this, 21 months in jail, and Watkin must also sign the sex offenders register for 10 years, and a restraining order banning her from contacting the victim was made for life. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's a sex offense, right? So fair enough. This is very much a very full-on situation. I think obviously most of us are going to sit here and laugh a little bit, but this is bad, okay? And we're not laughing at the victim. We're laughing at We're probably laughing because we're uncomfortable, and we're laughing because this person looks like Shane Warne's bloated body now. The problem with all of this shit is there are a lot of people who look at this and go, no, she's always been a woman. And if you're one of those people, if you believe that once a trans person says they're a trans person, then they've always been that gender, then you have to disagree with this sentence. You have to disagree with them doing anything wrong. And we must remember that if you are a trans person out there or you're into trans people, then that's absolutely cool. People just have to tell you. That's the bottom line with all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye.